Hi guys, so today I want to cover one very important topic, which is that day trading you cannot make money, but how can you make money? I'll just give you one example of Godrej properties, how people make money. So Godrej properties, first of all, is a very good stock because the management is good and the company has been there for a very long time. What happens in real estate or this development kind of business is that the the interest rate which RBI or Fed decides impacts the real estate market a lot. So when the interest rate is very high, then what happens? Then people don't take loans to buy apartments, to buy homes, and so on. And then all these companies go down. So, for example, in 2022, the real estate development, all these kinds of stocks went down because the interest rates went up, and to get a mortgage it became very difficult. So less people took mortgage, less apartments were sold. So this is the simple logic. Now, one thing which I want you to remember out of this video is that whenever a good quality developer, like let's say Godrej Properties or DLF, it is down 40%, you should buy the stock. Now, I'll quickly take you through first. This company, Godrej Properties, started on the stock market in 2010, or we start the data from 2010, and then I'll just give you a quick perspective on how it works. So 2010 until 2025, so we have 15 years of data. Whenever the stock falls by 40% from the previous high, you should buy. For example, look at this, 375. You would buy it and you would buy it at 225. The stock comes exactly to 225 and then it moves up. Then you buy again at 40%. So let's say 287 multiplied by 0.6, 172. So you would have bought at 172 and then it fell down to 151. This is a monthly chart. So the prices would have been a little bit different because the volatility sometimes is more on a daily basis. But more or less 151.57 was the lowest it went. But if the previous high was 287, what I will do is I will sit on the capital and I will wait. I will wait for Godrej Properties to go down 40%. So 287 multiplied by 0.6, 172. I would have bought that stock at 172. And then from here, 172 I bought, it will show me some drawdown because it goes to 151 and then it starts to move up. Similarly, there are a lot of these 40% drops. 920, look at this, 920 in 2019, and then I would say, okay, I don't want to buy at 920, I want to buy at 552. So 552 I would buy, and the stock went down even 460. So I would be in a little bit of loss. But then look at this, if I had purchased this at 552, I could have doubled my money in 1.5 years. Same thing, if somebody 189 multiplied by 0.6, 713. So I would have purchased it at 713 during the pandemic. Okay, then it went down. So went down to 505. But then look at it, after I bought it 713, it goes up to 2598, which is 4 times. Now let's look at 2598 multiplied by, that's the previous high. So I would not buy at 2598, I would wait for 1500 roughly. Same thing again, 1500 you purchase, you double your money. You would have purchased somewhere in 2023 and you would have doubled your money by 2024 early. So not even 1.5 years, max 2 years, you would have doubled your money on Godrej Properties. Now look at this, 3402 was its previous high in this cycle. So I would buy it around 2000, and it is around 2000 now. It is around, it closed at 2147. So I think this is the perfect time to buy Godrej properties. If you get this stock for 2041, it is a good buy. If you look at its history since 2010, whenever there is a drop of 40%, you should buy the stock and just keep sitting on it. See, day traders don't make money. Only people who make money are the people who are patient. You need patience for two things. One, you need to be patient when to buy. What I'm teaching you today is patience when to buy. So buy when it is 40% down. And again, I mean, Godrej properties and all of these real estate stocks, they also have a lot of land bank, and that also is supporting the stock price because that gives some kind of safety. So if the company falls or fails or there is any issue, they can always sell their land bank. Only thing you need to be careful in the developer stocks is that they don't take too much leverage, which is very good in India. For example, DLF doesn't take too much leverage, Godrej Properties does not take too much leverage, and so on. So this is the 40% rule. Whenever Godrej Properties it goes down 40% from previous high, you should buy it. So I gave you just two examples from last 5 years. 2598 was the price in 2023. Then I multiplied by 60%. So I would buy the stock at around 1500, and then would have doubled my money. Maybe I sold at 3000 somewhere here. Then I would look at, okay, it went up to 3402, and then 60% of that is 2041. So if you get this stock for 2041, then you can just buy it and sit on it. So for last 4 months, it is more or less trading in a range. And I think once the interest rates go down, the stock will go back to 3,400. This is my guess. So, and again, there are a lot of things which go into real estate stocks: the global interest rates in India, demand and supply, people are earning, not earning, and so on. But everything is taken care of if you're actually buying the stock at a 40% down. Alright guys, so this is the video for today. The market in general, very quick commentary. Nifty was very bullish, and there were a lot of individual stocks where I made decent money. For example, KEC was going up. Also, all the defense stocks look pretty decent. The banking stocks are coming back. They had some little bit pullback. So you can buy, for example, Kotak Bank at this price. Union Bank looks amazing. I have Union Bank. And then obviously my largest positions are in HAL, BEL. I have some NBFCs where I'm a little bit stuck, like Manappuram. I sold today Laurus Labs for a loss, and I had entered last week also the two-wheeler stocks. And so Hero Motor came with a very good commentary. So have a close watch on Bajaj Auto, Hero Motor, because the rural economy will pick up because the government has given a lot of money, and that would mean that the people in rural or semi-urban areas will buy two-wheelers, and all these stocks may do well. So Hero Motors, for example, the PE ratio is only 20, and there are some other things which are additionally good for them. Alright guys, so this is a little bit of an investing mindset which I showed you today. How do you make money with Godrej Properties? You double your money in 2 years, more or less. I'm making a very bold statement, but you have to analyze and figure it out for yourself. This is the monthly chart, by the way. Monthly. So one vertical line represents 1 month, and what is the high and low of that month. Okay guys, so this is it for today. Let's see how the market plays tomorrow. See you tomorrow.